I'm Melissa. This is Martin, Haley, and Maddie, and we're cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Cavalier. We welcome you to hop aboard and share in this journey with us.
Hey, child, up and go. A big world is out there waiting for us. I do live in every day. Outside, you will find there is love all around you. It takes you, makes you wanna say that it's a beautiful night. And it's a beautiful world. And it's a beautiful time to be here, to be here, to be here. Yeah, the sky's blue, just us two, side by side.
Well, welcome back to the Cavalier for another episode of Cruising Cavaliers. Cheers, baby.
Cheers!
All right, well, let's see where we last left off. We were still on the Erie Canal, and we were in Brewerton. We had crossed Lake Oneida, and from there, we were. The next leg is to come down here to Oswego, and it was a trip of 32 miles and 8 locks. So it had one last lock, Lock 23 on the Erie Canal, and then 7 locks on the Oswego. And pretty much they were all downhill, so they were heading downhill all the way, which is always a little easier than going uphill. So that's always good. And other than that, they were pretty much same as the other locks. So no big
Cables
deal.
and ropes and...
Yeah, it was a lot though. It was a long day.
It was a long day, yeah.
Long day to do 8 locks in a row like that. So we did it. We got down here to Oswego, and we're staying at the Oswego Municipal Marina, I think it is.
I think so.
Yeah, and it's nice marina, but pretty basic. Nothing there's not a lot to do around here. So anyway, but we did go over to we walked over to the town one day, and it was pretty cute. We took the dogs over, and neat old downtown. A lot of old buildings and a lot of restaurants and shops and stuff. So we found a place to have lunch, and that was nice. And we just walked around pretty much and just saw all the architecture and all this stuff. We like doing that, just kind of getting a good feel for the town.
Yeah, and from our marina, it was really a short walk. You did go over the bridge, but it was still just it wasn't a long walk at all.
Yeah, it wasn't long at all. It was very, very doable. Yeah, so then we came back. I think the next day we were doing some boat projects and stuff too. But we did go up to have lunch just up the street here, actually at the press box, and that was really pretty nice.
Yeah.
We actually had docktails with some other loopers who were here a couple of nights in a row, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because this is kind of the jump off point to cross over Lake Ontario, so a lot of people stop here, and you kind of get here and then you got to wait for your weather window, because Lake Ontario is a big lake and it can get pretty bad out there. So looking at everything, tomorrow the weather looks really good, so that's where we're going to go. And after that, though, it doesn't look good for a while. It could even be like a week or so. So
we're moving tomorrow.
Yep, we're moving tomorrow, and
to Canada.
Yeah, we're going to Canada.
Exciting.
Pretty cool.
So
yeah, anyhow, thanks for coming along for another episode of Cruising Cavaliers. Cheers and happy trails.
A lovely day. I'm glowing from the love you give to me. A perfect way of showing what happiness can be.
Martin's getting our flags ready because we're headed to Canada tomorrow. So we have the courtesy Canadian flag and then our required quarantine flag. We'll keep that up until we get cleared through customs.
So welcome to the Galley of the Cavalier. Tonight we're going to make a Caesar salad, and I think I make a pretty good one. But
He makes an excellent one.
yeah, we shall see. So anyhow, what I've already done so far is I've made my 1 minute egg, and I got it cooling here. So that's so you boil it for 1 minute, and then I'm getting ready to make my croutons. And you got to make homemade croutons. And this is you can use French loaves, you can use French bread, sourdough. This is an Italian loaf that we bought at a local store. And basically, you're going to make your croutons. Okay, so anyhow, what you do is you cut up your bread like this, and then this is where I don't have an exact. This is more of an art than science, but what you want to do is you want to add enough extra virgin olive oil to coat everything, but not make it too sloppy wet. So basically, what you want is you want to get a little crunch on it, but not have them too wet. And then you know, the whole idea is that these are fresh croutons, so you want them to be a little, you know, kind of moist inside, a little crunchy on the outside, and we're getting them going here. The whole idea here is you want people to want to eat these croutons by themselves. Okay, we're going to add some salt and pepper to everything here. A little more fresh cracked pepper. Some granulated or powdered garlic, whatever. Kind of let me get this a stir, get this all going. And I usually like to add the paprika in towards the end. This will go for a little bit. You can see we're getting a little bit of color on some of these things, but not too much. Just a little color. But this is the key to one of the keys to a good Caesar salad. Now we're going to add some paprika to it. So we'll get a little color in there, and then these things are almost done. All right, we're finishing up the croutons here. Just kind of keeping them moving because they're going to get burnt on the sides, otherwise the pan's pretty hot. But pretty much the croutons are done. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to put a little olive oil in the pan, and we have our chicken, which has actually been sous vide. It's been cooked at 145 degrees for 2 hours, so it is actually done. We're just going to get a little color on it here. Chicken is perfectly cooked, but you can see it's not the most appetizing looking. So when you now get a little stuff on it, it will look much better now as we cook it in here. Again, I love doing sous vide chicken and stuff. It's like it is perfectly cooked right now. You can just eat this right out of there. You don't have to worry about it. But we're going to make it flavor it up a little bit and make it look nice. And that's all. It's cool. Doesn't take long. And that's about it. So we'll set this aside and cut it up here pretty quick when we do the Caesar. All right, well, now we're going to do the final assemblage of the Caesar salad. So if you look in here, we have our 1 minute egg, which is just the yolk. You get rid of the white. And then we're going to add to this some maybe a teaspoon or so of Dijon mustard. And then we're going to put a teaspoon or a little more of, probably 2 teaspoons of the Worcestershire. Okay, that'll go in there. We're going to add some lemon juice. Not too much, because lemon juice is really powerful. We're going to start with about maybe 2.5 tablespoons, and then we'll go from there, because it's pretty powerful. And then we're going to put some garlic. Normally I'd crush my own garlic here, but I don't have any fresh garlic, so we're using this. We'll add more as needed. Okay, and then we need our anchovy. Sometimes they use real anchovies. A lot of times I just use the paste like this. It works. I'm finishing up one, and I'm going to start with a new one here. Again, everything you'll see as I'm doing is just kind of approximate. Okay, now that's good. Now let me get some salt and pepper in there. Salt, a little fresh cracked pepper, quite a bit. Okay, and now I'm going to start by whisking this and getting this ready for the olive oil. Okay, and now Melissa is going to add the olive oil in very, very slowly as I whisk very rapidly. This is where you want the sauce to come together. So what you're looking for is a nice consistency, and again, get a little aeration in there on it. Okay, I think that's good right there.
Is that good?
Okay, so then what I do is I have a little bowl here, and I don't like to add all of the stuff in. I like to reserve it and control how much of the sauce goes in here. So I take some of the sauce out. Okay, so I'll add that. I'll add as much as I need to in later, but that'll go like that. So we have our lettuce. Lettuce will go in there first. Okay, now we will get that lettuce kind of nice and coated before we start adding other stuff in. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our croutons. Just dump them all in there. We'll add a little more sauce to that. Oops. Get that mixed up a little bit, and then we'll start adding some of my Parmesan cheese, which I have grated right there. We'll add a bit of that in there.
And the final product, looking pretty good. Yum.